So it's gonna sound crazy, but there are a few cameras that I anticipated their release more than I did with this one here. And I'm talking about the DJI OSMO Pocket 3. So why did I wait 2 months after its release to get it? Well, I told myself as much as I wanted it, I wasn't going to buy it because I didn't really need it. I'm trying to get better, you guys. I have so many cameras laying around already. After all, I just bought the Insta360 Go 3, and to me that was the perfect EDC vlogging camera, or so I thought until I got my hands on the OSMO 3. I even went as far to actively avoid watching any video reviews on the OSMO Pocket 3 camera because I knew if I did watch those reviews, I would buy it. I mean, I watched 0 videos. I didn't even go to DJI's website to look at the specs. And here I am holding it in my hand, so what happened? Well, there I was minding my own business. Doom scrolling on YouTube like usual, and there was a video that caught my attention and it hit me like a freight train for consumers. I watched one review video and that's all it took. And I know that's pretty freaking pathetic. And right there on the thumbnail of the video, it said the DJI OSMO Pocket 3 had a 1-inch sensor. I didn't even know that much about the camera or the specs until I saw that video thumbnail. So I did what all targeted demographics would do, and I clicked the video and then another video and then another video until I watched all of the videos in about a 2-day period. So now at this point, I was stoked, and I did what any financially irresponsible adult with access to money would do, and I went and I bought the camera immediately. So here we are with the OSMO Pocket 3. But you guys would be proud of me. I saved a couple of bucks and I didn't buy the creator combo since I didn't really need the camera anyway, but that was probably a mistake, but more on that later. So what has me so stoked on this camera that's making me want to make these videos? Previously, I owned the OSMO Pocket 1 and I used that thing to death. And it was great for self-filming, and lately I knew I needed self-filming back in my life, especially with the channel plans I have for this year. I've been on this YouTube journey alone, and that can be really hard trying to get dynamic shots of yourself by yourself. You're always running in and out of the frame, trying to figure out if you're in focus and to check your composition. Well, that's not a problem, not anymore, at least with the OSMO Pocket 3. This camera makes it so easy with Active Track 6.0 to make sure you're always in the frame. The dynamic face tracking and dynamic framing technology is so smooth and works so damn well. If this camera only had this feature, that would have been enough to make me buy the camera alone just based upon that. But then the 1-inch sensor, come on, bro. This thing is small, and the thing about small cameras is they always suck in low light, but not this one, not the Pocket 3. It even has a dedicated low light mode, but honestly, you don't even need that to get great results. So now we can shoot and vlog in low light situations with a small action style camera with little to zero noise. Absolute game changer. And we don't have to look so creepy doing it while walking around the middle of the night with a big mirrorless or DSLR camera. Also, because of the sensor and the tech in this little camera, this stupid little camera can shoot uncropped 4K 120 frames per second. Yes, 4K 120 frames per second in this camera with no crop. That's it, Canon, pack it up, you might as well go home. It's game over for you. And one of the other things is that this camera records 10-bit D-Log, which gives me the dynamic range I need to take the footage from this camera and push it and pull it in post while grading the image to make it look the way I want and color match it with all of my other cameras, because when I'm out shooting, very rarely do I use just one camera. Lastly, a few things I'm stoked on is the fast charging capabilities. The OSMO Pocket 3 charges to 80% in 16 minutes. I'm not missing a shot. Again, ever again. And the screen, this screen is sick and satisfying to flip back and forth. The screen is plenty bright for shooting in sunny conditions. It's just an amazing feature the way they were able to fit this on here. This camera is actually probably one of the best camera purchases I have ever made, simply just because it makes so much sense. It can do so much so easily. This camera honestly can fulfill the needs of 98% of all video creators' needs. and it will most definitely stay in my camera EDC bag. DJI has outdone themselves here, and they are honestly pushing the boundaries with everything they release lately. Creating good looking video has become way too easy. We no longer have an excuse to be terrible, or at least I don't. So go pick one up at the link in the description and don't wait. This is the camera to own in 2024. Oh, and remember how I said I saved a couple of bucks by not buying the creator combo? Don't make my mistake. I'm now buying everything the creator combo had in it separately and spending more than if I would have just bought it in the first place. If you can get the creator combo, save yourself the money and the hassle. And that's it, guys. Stay rad, and I'll see you tomorrow. See ya. Go get the camera. Do it. You won't regret it. It's the camera for 2024.